Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Earthen's Den. And I just want to go ahead and jump right into this episode, and I want to talk to you guys about just your overall happiness. I'm definitely learning with myself when it comes to life and just, being a woman and, being somebody who's empathetic. It's one of those things where it just kind of comes and goes, but it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you. It doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It doesn't mean that you're unstable. It's just, sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're not. It's life, you know what I mean? But I definitely think having that state of joy is doing something every day habitually, whether it's prayer, meditation, working out, whatever it is that grounds you, you know what I mean? I definitely think overall it would definitely be connecting to a greater source, but yeah, man, it just really comes and goes. And since I was feeling amazing today, I wanted to go in here and tell you guys, I've learned overall, like, the importance of doing what makes you happy. And I think about any time where I'm really not happy, it's because I'm not doing what it is that I love. And I think about the times when I'm really saddened and I create something, you know what I mean? I know we talk about like productivity and it just seems like, oh, you're just rushing. But, to me, it's that right there that brings me back, and I'm so thankful for that. And I think overall we live in such a world of like perfection. I don't think that is something that each person struggles with. I think it's just the way that is depicted on the media, you know what I mean? And on social media. And so, whenever you start something, understand that it's going to look like crap. It's going to be crap. It's not really going to make a difference. You know what I mean? But what you have to realize is you got to persevere. You got to keep doing it and you have to keep getting better, and I think that's probably one of the coolest things, is just tracking your progression. Another thing that I can honestly say that has, contributed to my happiness and just my overall sense of joy in this new season has been my ability to just let go of the opinions of others, let go of other people's expectations of me. That was something I was really struggling with because I felt like I had did it, but I think that it was definitely something that was gradual and I had to work at. And it's something you have to work at. And, I stopped letting people place their, what do you want to call those? Like, I don't know, like, why am I lost for words right now? Like, basically, you stay on your track. You don't have to do anything by a certain, like, don't let other people place their milestones on you. You know what I mean? As far as like where they expect you to be, where you should be, like, you need to just do you. You know what I mean? And I think that's probably one of the greatest things. And so I just think overall, man, letting go of that expectation and letting go of people's opinions about your life and what you should do for your life. It comes a point in time where you have to make your own decisions and you have to do what's true to you. And what's so crazy is that we're born with this and we know this. I knew very early on that I wanted to study journalism. I knew very early on, but unfortunately we allow other people to make decisions for us. And oftentimes it is our parents. It's people who we admire in some, shape or form. We feel as though, this person is more competent in this area and they're more knowledgeable about a certain subject. So we should listen to them and take their counsel. But what you have to understand is that at the end of the day, everybody's only speaking from their experience. You know what I mean? And it sucks that oftentimes we don't give people that freedom and that leeway to at least make their own decisions. And that's why, sometimes when I talk to you guys, I say, hey, there's going to be some nuances in here. There's going to be, I'm not going to spell everything out because I totally support, I provoke freedom of thought and expression. You know what I mean? That's what it is that I want to do. Like, you got to make your own decisions. Like, when it comes to advice about certain things, man, I've learned that anytime I've taken advice from somebody when I knew that it was kind of true to me, right? They talk about self-betrayal, but, I knew that it was true to me, but I took the advice anyway. And I went ahead and I did something. I was just left with so much regret. And it's different when you make a mistake because then it's like you have a lesson and it's like, okay, I did that and that didn't work, versus when I listen to you and I do exactly what this person says and then it doesn't work. You know what I mean? And obviously you have to know when to apply this, like what I'm saying right now, because if it's, something in regards to like mentorship and business, obviously that's not going to fly, right? But seriously. And so, I just say literally do what it is that you love. I can't really say, any other way. Like, I think for me, I kind of came too far And I've been doing what it is that I love for quite some time now, you know? And so it's like, I don't really know another way, right? Like, because I found such a sense of fulfillment. And I look at my room and I look at my art and I love it. You know, it's this right here that brings me a greater sense of fulfillment in my life, you know? And so, and even speaking on this podcast, I love talking. I got conversations for days, you know what I mean? And so I just think that right there, you guys, is so important, and just never lose sight of that, you know, because at the end of the day, the only person who's going to lose here is you, you know. And living with regret, it just sucks. It just sucks because it's like your mind is just constantly going over, playing the scenarios of how it could have went, you know, and you're just trapped in that fear, you know, and it's so crippling. And it's like it's a downward spiral from there, you know. So don't get caught up in the race. Do what it is that you love and what makes you happy and what makes sense to you and what is best for you, you know, in your life, because only you know that. Only you and God. There's nobody else, you know. And so I kind of talked about this on the post that I made on Instagram. So I just kind of wanted to get on here and share that today. I'm hoping to make some later longer content, because this podcast episode is going to be kind of short today, because I'm at work. But no, it's not because I'm at work. It's just because this is all I had to say. But anyways, shout out to y'all, you know. And yeah, man, I'm telling you, if you're in that space right now and you're wondering whether or not should you do it, should you not do it, you got to do it. You got to do it if it's what you want. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter, because the thing is, I've learned, this is literally what I've learned. Values, they're kind of always rooted, but like what's important to you and what matters to you, it really does change. Like, especially as I've gotten older, like I realized certain things that I valued when I was younger, it just doesn't work that way, you know? And so don't hold on to things that are not in alignment with what is true to you and what matters to you today. You know what I mean? And free yourself from those regrets if you do have them, and just be more courageous next time, you know, and make your own decisions, and don't be afraid to make your own mistakes. I think that's like the biggest thing. Like I'm really learning to just have that courage, because I think overall, you know, it's a mistake, and it may be a mistake, right? But I have a greater sense of confidence, right? When you make your own decisions, and it just builds willpower and tenacity and strength and confidence. So, okay, you guys, make your own decisions, and don't listen to other people's opinions about what you should do for your life, and don't allow other people to put their timestamps. That's what word I was looking for. Their timestamps, their milestones on you. You know, you do what works for you. You do what's best for you, and don't be one to seek validation from people, because at the end of the day, you know, people typically are very happy when you guys are on the same level. Right? When you're on that narrow road, it's pretty lonely. It's pretty dusty. You hear the wind blowing. You're not going to get that. And most importantly, I would definitely want to say, take your time. You know, I would love to build a foundation for my life that's going to withstand, right? We talk about generational wealth and all that. I get it. I really do. But let's talk about foundation. Why would you want anything that's built overnight? How long do you really think that's going to last? You know, and it all seems fun and it all seems handy, but this is nothing more than massive instant gratification, you guys. And you know that cannot stand, that will not withstand, right? So understand that, and just take your time and build something and work on something that has meaning to you. Find what it is that has meaning to you and get started, you know, and then become an expert and give it time, you know, give it time and just enjoy the ride. Okay. Totally enjoy the ride. So yeah. I'm going to leave you guys with your thoughts. And that was me slapping my knee. That was a knee snapper. And I hope everybody has a great Monday, you know, and I just want to thank everybody for listening. I seen that we got some new views. It kind of blows my mind that, you know, we got some views from just people listening over out of seas and stuff like that. And I appreciate that so much. I think that is so dope. I'm so thankful to be able to share a word, share a little inspiration from my little experiences. You know what I mean? It's awesome. So thanks so much, guys. And I'm going to leave you guys with your thoughts.